Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another exciting episode of our podcast. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Ethan. Today's episode is packed with some fascinating insights into the world of football. We're diving into the whirlwind of managerial changes that have happened in some of the biggest leagues around the globe. From Premier League giants to Serie A powerhouses, there's a lot of movement happening. Let's get started.
Absolutely, Ethan. So let's kick things off with Tottenham Hotspur. After winning the Europa League, Ange Postecoglou was surprisingly sacked due to disappointing league performances. Spurs have now appointed Thomas Frank from Brentford to take the reins. What do you think of this move?
It's a huge decision, Jessica. On one hand, Postecoglou managed to bring European glory to the club, which is no small feat. But the league results were inconsistent, and the board clearly felt it wasn't enough. Thomas Frank, who's been brilliant at Brentford, could be just what Tottenham needs. He's known for playing attacking football and bringing out the best in his players, especially those with potential. But the real question is, can he replicate that at a top six club under the pressure of the Premier League?
It's a big step for Frank, and it'll be interesting to see if he can keep that momentum going. Moving to Brentford, it seems like Keith Andrews, the set-piece coach, is being promoted to manager after Thomas Frank left. Brentford hasn't shied away from giving opportunities to unorthodox choices before. What are your thoughts on Andrews taking over?
That's one of the more unconventional moves we've seen. Keith Andrews has been a crucial part of their tactical setup, especially in dead ball situations. But managing a club like Brentford is a whole different challenge. He's never been a manager at this level before, so it's a risky move for the club. If he can bring fresh ideas and work with the existing team structure, it could be a win for both him and Brentford. But the pressure of keeping the club in the Premier League could prove challenging, especially if results aren't immediate.
Absolutely, it's a calculated risk. Another club in turmoil has been Sheffield United. Chris Wilder, who was the hero during their promotion to the Premier League, was sacked. Now, Ruben Sellis has taken over. Sheffield has struggled in the top flight, and Wilder's departure is significant. What do you think Sells will bring to the table?
It's a big change for Sheffield United. Chris Wilder is a club legend, so it must have been a tough decision. But ultimately, the team wasn't performing, and a change was necessary. Ruben Sellis is relatively unknown in England, but he has some experience in La Liga. He'll have to quickly adapt to the Premier League's intensity and challenge. Sellis' success will depend on whether he can organize the defense and get the best out of the players, especially the attacking options. With the right tweaks, they could start climbing the table.
Right. And it seems like Leicester City has followed suit with a managerial change. After a string of poor performances, Ruud van Nistelrooy was sacked. There's been talk of Sean Dyche being the favorite to replace him. Do you think Dyche is the man to turn things around at Leicester?
Dyche is known for his no-nonsense, pragmatic approach, and that could be exactly what Leicester needs right now. Van Nistelrooy's more attacking style wasn't yielding results, and a manager like Dyche could help steady the ship. His defensive approach could help Leicester become more difficult to break down. But the challenge will be whether he can get the best out of Jamie Vardy and the rest of the attacking players. Leicester needs a quick turnaround to avoid getting stuck in the relegation zone.
It's going to be a tough road for Dyche, but if anyone can organize them defensively, it's him. Moving on to Southampton, they've also made a managerial change, with Russell Martin being sacked and Ivan Juric taking over. What's your opinion on this one, Ethan?
I think Ivan Juric could be a very strong choice for Southampton. He's known for his tactical discipline and his ability to improve teams defensively. He had great success in Italy with Torino, and if he brings that same intensity and organization to Southampton, they could see a real turnaround. The key will be his ability to adapt to the Premier League and work with the squad that's there. There's no denying the talent in their squad, but the right coach can unlock that potential.
I completely agree. Juric is a solid manager, and I think he could help Southampton find stability. Now, let's turn our attention to Everton, where they've made another high-profile change. Sean Dyche was sacked, and the club has brought back David Moyes. After his successful stint with them before, do you think Moyes can replicate that success in his second spell?
I think Moyes returning could be a wise move. He understands Everton's culture and what's required to keep them competitive in the Premier League. The biggest challenge for him is that the team has changed since he left. There are new faces, and some players will need time to adjust to his methods. But Moyes is a steady hand, and if he can shore up Everton's defense and get the best out of players like Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Idrissa Gueye, he could have them climbing the table in no time.
I think a lot of fans will be happy to see Moyes back in charge. He's built a great relationship with the fans in the past, and it'll be interesting to see how he can work with this current squad. Now let's head over to France, where Paris Saint-Germain made waves by sacking Christophe Galtier. They've not yet named a replacement, but this could be a pivotal decision for the club. What are your thoughts?
PSG has big expectations, and despite winning the league last season, they were eliminated from the Champions League far too early. The managerial changes at PSG are always dramatic, and it's clear they need someone who can handle both the immense pressure of managing the club and the star power of players like Neymar and Mbappe. Whoever comes in next will have to bring stability and ensure they dominate domestically while also pushing for success in Europe. It's a tall order.
Exactly. Managing those egos while also getting results in Europe is no easy feat. Now, Marseille is bringing in Roberto De Zerbi, who's been making waves with his attacking football. This could be a game changer for the club, don't you think?
Definitely. De Zerbi is one of the most exciting managers in European football right now. His style is incredibly attractive, and if he can bring that to Marseille, they could become one of the most exciting teams to watch in Liga. Marseille has the potential to be a top team, and with De Zerbi, they could challenge for more than just domestic glory.
For sure. Moving on to Germany, RB Leipzig made headlines by parting ways with Zsolt Low. They're still searching for a replacement, and that's a key position to fill if they want to remain competitive. Do you think they can find someone to maintain their top four status?
It's a tough spot for RB Leipzig, and whoever takes over will have big shoes to fill. Low had success with the team, and maintaining their top four status in the Bundesliga is crucial. They need a manager who can maintain the attacking style while strengthening their defense. It's a tricky balancing act, but Leipzig has the infrastructure and financial power to bring in a top-tier manager.
Agreed. Now, Bayer Leverkusen is also searching for a new coach after Xabi Alonso left. That's another big one. Alonso had a great impact on the team, and finding someone who can continue his work will be key for their continued success.
Exactly. Leverkusen has been fantastic under Alonso, and it's not going to be easy to replace him. They'll need someone who can continue the attacking football, but also work on their consistency, especially in Europe.
All right, we've covered a lot of ground today. There's so much happening in the managerial world right now, and these changes will have a big impact on the upcoming seasons. If you're a fan of football, it's certainly an exciting time to watch these teams adapt to their new managers.
Absolutely. It's a managerial roller coaster, and we'll be here to keep track of it all. Thanks for tuning in today, and we hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the managerial changes across Europe.
Be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more updates. We'll be back soon with more football news and insights. Until then, take care.